AgWeek Weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
How did the weather fare this planting season? Here's Lydia with our Agri-weather outlook.
Now that planting season is in the books, I thought we would look back on what we've experienced over the past 2.5 months because it has been a lot. Your baby crops have been through a lot. Started off with drought conditions, then got really hot, had high winds, had super soaker rains, had some frost mixed in there, and for some spots, even some flooding. We had a dry fall and we were well below average with our snowfall into the winter, which left very dry soils to kickstart spring. Then we got hot. All of a sudden in early to mid-May, we had a stretch of 90s, 4 to 5 days in some locations of seeing high temperatures into the 90s. April and May are your windiest months. And during that time, we obviously had a lot of open ground out there. No great cover crop. And so that led to a lot of blowing dirt, blowing dust, and sandblasting of some of those brand new leaves. Then we got some super soaker rains, several different rounds. And for some of us, between 2 to 7 inches of rain fell from late April into mid-May and another round in late May. Had some frost intermixed in there too. Late April, we had a stretch of low 30s. Mid-May, we had some mid 30s. And for certain spots, especially in northeastern South Dakota, had training thunderstorms where one storm passes over another and led to some flash flooding, even a couple different rounds of flash flooding. That is a lot for some brand new crops to go through. Now, those super soaker rains obviously made a big difference when it comes to the drought monitor. So I wanted to show you the difference, the impact we have seen just from getting a few different rounds of big rain. This was your drought monitor taken back in early April, specifically April 3rd. We have the whole state of South Dakota under some level of drought, most of Minnesota, most of North Dakota, even some of us out into the west with that red color, extreme drought. This is now your latest drought monitor. Huge difference if we have now made our way into the middle of June. A lot of us not even under any level of drought, mainly focused in northern Minnesota, back into northeastern North Dakota, and then the southern portions of South Dakota, kind of close to that I-90 corridor. As we continue throughout the next couple of weeks here, we finish out June, we go into July. I see our temperatures briefly cooling down and then turning toasty into July with periodic rain chances. Every once in a while, every couple of days, you have a chance for a few showers or a thunderstorm. Big ridge in the jet stream, which has kept us hot throughout the past week or so with periodic thunderstorm chances, now starts to shift off to the east, sending heat in that direction. We briefly cool down before, again, we start to heat up as we wrap up June and go into July. So near normal temperatures here for the last week of June, which for a lot of us means about low to mid 80s, while there is more heat off to our east. And then we crank up that temperature. We're getting into the mid to even upper 80s now as we turn the calendar from June into July. As for your precip chances, we continue to see a somewhat active pattern. I'm not calling for daily thunderstorm chances, but every once in a while, every few days, you have some chance to pick up at least some nice, slow moisture.